Healthy Lifestyle Crib presents Overthinking? Here are 10 methods to break the habit. Do you have a hard time keeping your mind from racing? Do you ever wish your thoughts could bring rein to those horses? It's important to take your time and think carefully before making major life choices like relocating to a new nation or starting a new career. Irrespective of this line of reasoning, everyone has experienced periods of overthinking. The only real distinction is that some people are able to overcome their indecision and make a choice, whereas chronic overthinkers remain stuck in a cycle of uncertainty. You keep going over the same ground, repeating yourself, rehashing old talks, and imagining the worst possible outcomes to every situation. If you're an overthinker, your thoughts may play out like a never-ending horror movie. This not only impedes progress but also causes mental fatigue, anxiety, and a host of other health problems. Number 1. Be conscious. Do you routinely find yourself engaging in negative self-talk? If that's the case, you need to become conscious of the habit of overthinking before you can break it. Awareness can be increased by centering oneself in one's body. A common method of centering oneself entails taking a deep breath in for 4 seconds, holding it for 7, and then gently releasing it for 8. Additional methods include getting your hands wet or physically touching an object to experience its weight and temperature. Awareness of one's own thoughts and feelings is the first step towards altering one's perspective. Number 2. Work productively. If you're like me, when you're trying to solve a problem, you start fantasizing about all the different outcomes. Do you spend time trying to find a solution to a situation you may or may not ever face? This is the kind of reasoning that doesn't lead somewhere useful. Unhelpful thoughts include, if I do this, then this normally bad thing will happen, and why do I constantly seem to have this happen to me? Negative thought processes typically begin with apprehension, leading to a feedback loop of pessimistic assumptions. Instead of asking, why? When something goes wrong, try, how? If you want to get more done in less time, try framing your questions around, how? The shift in viewpoint allows you to better concentrate on solutions. Number 3. Schedule self-reflection. It does no good to stew in your own concerns. It's inefficient and wastes your time without ever helping. Sometimes stopping to think about things might give you fresh insight and new ideas. You'll have more time to consider potential problems with your goals and think of solutions. It's a barrier for the mind in more ways than one. It's natural to want to double-check everything and figure out where you went wrong if something goes wrong. However, not acting too hastily is avoided by setting aside a specific amount of time to go through and evaluate what went wrong. Number 4. Changing lanes. I bet you didn't know your brain used the tactic of reverse psychology on you. If you keep telling yourself not to do something, you may eventually give in to your own discouragement and do it anyway. The same holds true for overthinking. It's best to attempt to stop doing it whenever possible. Yes, indeed, there are times when it is a really frightening place. Distracting yourself with something you enjoy, such a hobby or exercise, will not only make you happy but will also stop the negative ideas from running through your head. Number 5. View the big picture. You may be giving too much thought to something that will be irrelevant in a few days. Ask yourself this if you feel yourself dwelling on a problem for too long. When you ask yourself questions like, will it matter in 5 years? Or, will it matter in a month? You put things in perspective and gain a new perspective because life is continuously changing. Number 6. Mindfulness training. If you spend most of your time in your head, you may begin to feel as though you're operating on autopilot. When your ideas are driving, everything else takes a backseat. Mindfulness is not something that can be accomplished overnight. Exercise is necessary. There is a wealth of material available to assist in the development of mindfulness, including books, apps, courses, and more. Training your mind to be present in the moment is called mindfulness. Mindfulness training can help you think less and enjoy the present moment more by training you to pay close attention to your surroundings rather than letting your thoughts wander. Number 7. Abandon perfectionism. Overthinking is a common result of perfectionism, which is an indication of underlying anxiety. You start to take into consideration the reactions of those around you. The pursuit of perfection limits your ability to take risks, think creatively, and plan for the future. The state of being depressed prevents one from working and overcoming obstacles. When striving for perfection leads you to overanalyze everything. The finished product is more important than the ideal one, so remind yourself of that. Number 8. Recognize your strengths and go with them. I was wondering whether you ever found yourself trying to go the extra mile. I'm wondering if you ever allow yourself to relax. When you learn to recognize your feelings and the physical manifestations they cause, compassion practice can assist you in letting go of the past and moving on. Recognizing the emotions that come at those times and using positive affirmations to foster compassion for yourself might help you know when you need a break. Number 9. Be grateful. Being grateful might help you see things in perspective and realize that your troubles are probably not as dire as you thought. The attitude of thankfulness paves the way to self-acceptance and personal development. Additionally, it can help you avoid spiraling into a negative thought cycle. Number 10. Recognize your achievements. Imagine this. You're in the middle of a torrent of unnecessary speculation. What do? Make sure to jot down 5 positive experiences you had throughout the avalanche, like as cleaning your apartment or sticking to your budget. List all of your successes, no matter how tiny. Doing so will remind you that you have more times of triumph than of defeat. If you find your ideas getting out of hand, return to this list and try to refocus on one item at a time. It's crucial to pause and collect one's thoughts when life becomes too hectic or stressful. Step away from the stream of information in your racing mind, and if you need to, get assistance. Our goal is to help you learn to control your overthinking by providing some useful information. Feel free to share your thoughts and stories in the comments section if any of these ring true for you or if you can relate to any of the points made. Please leave a comment below with your ideas, and if you found this video helpful, please like it and share it with individuals who are prone to excessive contemplation. Remember to subscribe and enable notifications to receive updates whenever new videos are uploaded. Thank you for watching.